Hey everyone, it's been a really long time since I've posted a video. I'm fairly new here on TikTok, but you can also find me at The Real Sick Mom on YouTube and also on Instagram. So I thought I'd just kind of share some of the big things that have happened this year. It's really something quite exciting for me. I have been on disability now for a few years because of the chronic illnesses that I live with every day and that they keep me company, which led me to eating carnivore, and I'm still doing that. And it's been like almost 2.5 years now that I've been eating carnivore. So really happy with that. It's made a huge difference in my life, especially with my autoimmune conditions and with my psoriatic arthritis and Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, hypermobile. Yes, I'm the bendy type. I have continued on my journey to discover my spiritual purpose and what it is that I want to do with my life. And I've always looked at this as a temporary setback, this period of inactivity and rest. And it's something that I am so grateful for this experience. I have tried to embrace this and be as gracious through illness as I possibly can, and realize that this has something to teach me. And I really believe in strong leadership, and that leadership begins with the one person. It begins with you. And this has just helped to make me a better leader. My life has really transformed dramatically in the last little while. I've been meditating on and off for over 20 years. Before I started meditating officially, like actual meditation, I was a skier and a ski instructor for nearly a decade, and that was my meditation. And not having skied for a number of years now, probably getting close to 6 or 7 years that I haven't been able to ski, I realized I needed something, because that connection that I had with nature, that connection I had with the earth, and connecting with other people and seeing the joy on people's faces when I was sharing my favorite thing in the whole world, which was skiing, I haven't found anything that's come even remotely close to that amount of satisfaction and fulfillment. And I've done a lot of things. I've worked in many industries. I've traveled around the world, and I still have big plans for the future. Regardless of what my health looks like, I'm going to be living my best life and still continuing to go on those adventures, whether they're planned or spontaneous. I do really enjoy a spontaneous adventure, I will say that. Anyway, let's move on to the big news. I did a 5-day super conscious transformation webinar and class with Chris Duncan from Conscious Education. See how Conscious and Duncan were trying to come out at the same time there. Anyway, I did that, and so I started following Conscious Education and Chris Duncan on social media, and I saw that they were putting on a contest to give away a huge coaching package that includes the certification for the type of work that they do. If you want to know more about Conscious Education, I would go to consciouseducationcompany.com. That is where all the information is, or you can just look up Chris Duncan. Oh my goodness, Chris Duncan. Why can't I keep wanting to say Duncan. Chris Duncan. I jumped through all of the hoops and did all of the little steps that you needed to enter this contest. There were, as far as I understand, there were over 1,000 people who actually did the required things to qualify for this contest. There were 2,000 people that entered, I think. 1,000 people that completed the requirements, and then you had to be on the Zoom call if you were going to win. There were over 200 people that showed up on that Zoom call, and I put it to the universe that if this is the direction my life is meant to go in, they will call my name. And I manifested that, because they did. And this coaching package includes pretty much their entire university of courses that they have available, including the Magnetic Mind Masterclass, Superconscious Transformation, and the certification, as well as the business certification package. There's all of these things, and one of the issues with the illnesses that I've had is that trying to work for someone else when you have the day-to-day stuff going on that I do is pretty much impossible. You can't guarantee what you're going to be like the next day, and you can't guarantee that you're going to be able to leave the house the next day. So I have constantly been putting it into the universe that I need a business that is just amazing, that is fun, that is something that I can scale up and that I can still conduct online or in person. And it just moves me so much, because when you're working with consciousness, you're working on a whole other level, and it's not the same as the other coaching that I have attended and that I've been privileged enough to receive in my career, which is a lot. I have been trained by some of the best people that are in personal development, and I enjoyed it so much. It's been a lifelong immersion for me to continue to just be the best version of myself. And I feel like this coming into my path and attracting that into my life is finally going to help us get the breathing room and the freedom and the beautiful life that I envision. So anyhow, I'm diving straight into this course, and I am absolutely loving it. And I'm so grateful for Chris Duncan and his fantastic wife as well. And I got to speak to both of them on the call when they announced my name, and I was in shock. I seriously felt like I was having an out-of-body experience when somebody tells you that you've just won a big prize. I've never won anything like that in my life before, you know, and it was exactly what I needed at the right time. So I'm going to leave you with this. If you want to hear more about what I'm learning, follow me here on my socials. I'm going to be posting some more stuff to YouTube regarding my carnivore journey, as well as what I'm experiencing with this conscious education that is really, this is a new way of looking at things when you're trying to get what you want in your life. And remember, folks, that it doesn't matter where you are. You can always start and have a new beginning any day that you choose. You just have to choose. And when I chose that this year was going to be different, I really started concentrating on what's my end result, where am I going? So start thinking about your end results, your true end result of where you want to be, not the journey, but where you're going. So have a wonderful day, my friends. Thank you so much for staying with me in this conversation. And this is SickMom, checking out.